So yeah, I just feel like I have to explain by definition what it is to be conservative because I've gotten a lot of backlash from the union local that I am in for my conservative views. But really, I don't really think that I'm conservative or liberal. I think I fall like right in the middle. I'm liberal in the sense that I don't give a shit what you do, and I don't care who you do it with. I don't even really care about your kids. I care about my kid, and I care about things that affect he and I. I can have an opinion on whatever I want, but I can't do anything to make anybody change their mind, just like nobody can do anything to make me change my mind. So I feel like what started this though, one of the union members called me a cunt because of my conservative opinion that she thought I had. So yeah, it was very shady, and I'm treated very shadily by the people in our local for this. But I do feel that the tide is changing now. It was actually very strange to see a member acting like that. People acted like that to me during the height of the COVID scare, and everybody thought they were going to die and everything. But now that everybody knows they're not going to die and they probably were hoodwinked, everybody acts a lot different to me. So I was very shocked that this person was so radicalized about my conservative views. And I think that our local is a hot mess. Again, I'm a Black conservative sister making it in a hot mess world. I'm just surviving here. And I'm just saying, I just can't believe how radicalized, the liberals in my union were. So that being said, I just feel like I have to, let people know what conservative means to me. And I'm just particularly looking at conservatism or conservative values, because to me it all boils down to values that I have that are my personal belief. This person that called me a cunt on social media, she says whatever she wants all the time. One thing can't stand about liberals sometimes is that they can say what they want to say, but anybody that has an alternative opinion is like the devil or something, and they respond with such contempt and crazy. So but basically, listen, I'm not making this up. This is just by definition. Look what it say. I'm just looking on my phone. Can you see? I'm looking up the word conservative right here on my phone on Google, and it's a simple definition. It's not even a long definition. What does it say? Adverse to change or innovation and holding traditional values. So am I averse to change? No, I'm not really averse to change, but I am averse to change when it. Wait a minute. You see this right here? What does it say? The United States Constitution of America. I'm averse to change when it has anything to do with taking away the rights of the Constitution. I do not want it to change unless we add more rights to it, but I don't want to lose any of the rights that I already have with this. Okay. So that's number one. Okay, what's the next thing? Innovation and holding, they're adverse to innovation and holding traditional values. Now, I'm probably one of the most open-minded, technical person. I'm a big sci-fi person, so I'm definitely not, adverse to innovation. I love new ideas as long as it doesn't infringe on, hold up, the rights I already have, bitch. Okay. Okay. Now, traditional values. I definitely feel I'm traditional in the sense that, I do believe in family. I do believe that as a mother, I have the right to raise my child however I want to raise them. As long as I'm not harming them, I can put the values and morals into my child that I choose. I do not really agree with the government or teachers or whoever having control over the narrative that I want for my child. That's as simple as that. Otherwise, I think I'm very liberal, like I said before, in the sense that I don't care what you do with you and your kids, or I don't care what you do with you and your vagina. I don't care if you have 9,000 abortions. That has nothing to do with me, and I really don't care. I do not lose sleep over what other people do. I only lose sleep from it when it is affecting me. Just me. So get it right, okay? Get it right. What else does it say? It says it's very simple and to the point definition. Um, let's see. What else does it say here? What does it say? Same thing, a person who is averse and holds traditional values. I'm a traditional kind of girl. I've never been married yet, and I would get married, you know, if I meet a person like that, you know what I'm saying? Um, but other than that, I don't really care what people do. I try to honor their pronouns. The more you look like the pronoun you're trying to use, the easier it is for me. But I don't really care. I'll call you anything you want to be called. I feel like that's respectful. If you want me to call you whatever you want me to call you, that is fine with me. You know what I'm saying? But just respect me and what I choose and how I choose to live. Don't try to force me into, your ideologies and be angry at me because I don't want to join you in doing what you do. I respect what you do and respect what I do. I don't see why there's such a problem. I just don't understand why we have to always be so divided. You either accept everything I just told you or you're out, or you either do what I say or you're racist or whatever. I can't really see how, you know, any person could be racist. The only people that have the power to be racist are really governments, because they're the ones that make the policies and everything. Just like Paul Mooney said, I can say I'm going to kill you all day long, but if I never do it, that doesn't make me a murderer. You're a racist when you act on it, when you're like the Ku Klux Klan, or you make policies to lock people up, or even like the new thing now, the government, the Democratic government is doing is locking up the political, adversaries, or they're locking up independent media for printing stories about truths about things they're doing. So those are the things that, I feel, is causing a problem, and why people are kind of starting to back away from liberalism, because in an effort to include everybody, they've excluded everybody in a way. You know what I'm saying? So it's like either you accept what they are and what they want to do, or you're out. I choose to be out because I don't give a shit, because don't none of y'all pay my bills, don't none of y'all do nothing for me. Whatever you feel like doing doesn't affect me in the least, unless you're trying to take my rights away. Okay, like unless you're trying to force medical products on me, unless you're trying to take away the rights that I already have and stuff like that. I don't give a damn what y'all do. All right, just in fairness, let's look up liberalism. Liberal. Because I feel like a lot of people don't even understand it. Let me see. Let me get this. Let me go look on here to find. Come on, man. Just show me the damn. Let me see. I'm new at this site I'm using, the streaming site. So bear with me, because I'm gonna get it. I'm pretty tech savvy. This is my first time trying this shit. So just shut up and bear with me and be patient. I love y'all. Come on. Okay. Okay. So liberal now. I'm not making it up. I'm looking on my phone and I'm reading the dictionary off of Google, which is also a liberal site. So they're going to give the best opinion of themselves. Let's see what they say. So liberal means willing to respect and accept behavior and opinions different from one's own, open to new ideas. That's what it means if you're liberal. Okay. Willing to respect and accept behavior and opinions of different from my own. I would say I'm probably liberal than most of you, because like I said, I don't give two shits about what you do with your life. If it doesn't directly affect me, I really don't care at all. Accept your opinions. No, I don't have to accept your opinion. I have to respect it, but I don't have to accept it. Just because you offer me opinion doesn't mean I have to accept it and say it's true and right. I hear you. I disagree. Move on. Okay. Let me see. And open to new ideas. Nobody's open to more new ideas than me. I'm probably one of the most creative people that many people in my circle know, that many people in my local know. I'm very creative. I'm very outgoing, and I'm always thinking of new ways to do things, and I master many things. Okay. I love new ideas. I love fresh ideas. That's why I think liberalism is kind of stale, because, they literally are saying willing to respect or accept behavior and opinions of others, However, they are the most mad when you don't agree with them. They are the most mad if you don't accept their ideology, and they are mad at you. They want to fight. They're screaming and falling out and everything. And I never see the conservatives really acting like that. I really don't. Like, I find that, and as a person that's so open-minded that I talk to like so many people, I just find that they don't care. Like, they're like, okay, you don't agree with me, fuck off. You know what I mean? I had a debate with a Ku Klux Klan guy, and I actually walked away respecting the brother because he felt like his people were the best, and he felt like, he deserved, to be the ruler of wherever he felt he was to be the ruler of. I get it. I feel like my people also feel like they have dominion on this earth, and they were here first, and they feel they're special. Every race of people feels like that. I can roll with you for that. I can respect that. Go your way. Stay over there, and with that, and leave me alone. I'll stay over here. I'm fine with that. I don't have to accept nothing they do. Long as you ain't lynching us and stuff like that. Now that's where it's a problem. That's where it becomes racist. You can say anything you want to say. That makes you a bigot. That makes you prejudiced, but you're not a racist until you act on it. You understand? So what else do they say about liberalism? Let's see. And it's funny because conservative and liberals says the same thing, open to new ideas. Okay? So I feel like conservatives kind of accept the liberals' ideas, and they're open for them to do whatever they want to do. But the problem that comes now is that liberals are like really putting like the strong arm on you that you have to accept what they're doing or something's wrong with you. And they really penalize you too. Like when I didn't want to take the vaccine, like they really were racist to me. They really put the strong arm on me and tried to destroy my life, and that is liberalism. I mean, it's bullshit. It's not even by definition what they say it is. Relating to or denoting political or social philosophy that promotes individual rights, civil liberties, democracy, whatever that is, and free enterprise. Okay. Individual rights. There are no individual rights if you don't agree. There are none. You don't have any individual rights if you don't agree. And we all can agree on that. Okay. Civil liberties, all of that is bullshit because I just feel that when you don't agree or you try to have a position outside of what they're saying, or you might even have facts and receipts that they're just doing the wrong thing, you are ousted. You are criticized. You are called every name in the book, crazy, conspiracy theorist, or whatever. But they can say whatever they want to say, and everybody's supposed to accept it. So really, they do not really stand for what it says by definition, open to others' opinions. If they're so open to others' opinions, why would they care what a conservative says, or a Trump supporter, or clans? Why would they? Who cares? You know what I'm saying? They can say whatever they want to say because they are liberal and they accept everybody's position, but really they don't. It's just they accept it if it's part of their ideology, is what I've learned in my personal experience, in my own opinion, in my own life. Free enterprise. Well, these are the same motherfuckers that, told you can't open your business over something that really, it just made no sense why they did that. So you don't have the right to free enterprise because the government at any time can tell you can't, run your business. You can't do what you want to do. You have to take a medical product. You have to do what we say. So it's a hypocrisy here. It's ridiculous. Even by definition, it's just ridiculous. Supporter of policies that are socially progressive and promote social welfare. Social welfare, I don't know about that, but I know that most of the people in America are on welfare after COVID, thanks to liberals and their policies. I don't know about no social welfare, but I know that most people are broke and at zero in their bank accounts and can't pay their rent after COVID and lockdowns and strikes and everything constantly, and wars and all the money of taxpayers going to fight wars and nations and migrants and that. Social welfare, our welfare is a hot mess again. Just a conservative Black sister surviving in a hot mess world. That's a hot ass mess. You know what I mean? We're paying for all of this stuff and we ourselves are suffering. How dumb do you have to be as a people? We're stupid as fuck. Supporter of political and social. This is a long ass definition. See, anything that's too confusing, I don't like to deal with it anyway. The conservative definition was cut and dry and to the point, like three things. This is like a long ass laundry list. I'm gonna stop right here though. A supporter of political and social philosophy that promotes individual rights, civil liberty, democracy. It's the same thing. But we all know that it's not true. It's not true. I feel like it's a scam that everybody is fighting over whether they're Democrat or Republican or whatever, because you lose no matter what. You're losing no matter what side, you know. Um because neither are for you. Both are wings of the same bird. And if you think that you fared better in this administration, you a lie. You're a lie, but you have to say that because you voted for these people and you're gonna look stupid if you say I made a mistake. You know, I didn't vote for these people, so I'm going to talk about it all day. I didn't vote for these people and I never trusted them. And sometimes I vote in the elections and sometimes I don't. I'm leaning more to not voting and not participating at all because I just don't believe in the system. I believe that um our votes don't really count and they know who they're gonna have in office before we even vote. And I don't know. We'll see what happens when it comes around. Like if I feel like supporting any of these people. But as a black person, I just have to say I see them all as colonizers and I trust in none of these people. They have not been like honest. They haven't kept any of their promises. And now look, black people, after all these years and decades of supporting these people, they are throwing you to the bus. They've let in a bunch of migrants to replace you and take your jobs and vote in your place. So now what y'all gonna do? Told you. Malcolm X warned you about them liberals and the white ones in particular. White people gonna be mad about it, but he did warn. And look at who's there, and look what they've done to your ass. So, Martin Luther King's last speech was very radical. And he said, arm up because you're never going to be able to get anywhere with these people. They're never going to do right by you. And 50, 60 years later, they both are dead and they both are right. So, if you're so liberal, you'll accept my position, but I know I'll get attacked for it. But at this point, I don't care because I feel like they've done everything to me and there's nothing left to do but speak my mind at this point. There's nothing left to do with these people. So yeah, I'm gonna get off now because I got more things to do and more cool people to discuss things with. And I'm always vibing and looking for like-minded people. So if you are, like, share, and subscribe to a sister. And come through. Leave me messages. Let me know how I'm doing. Let me know how you're doing. Let me know how we can build. Let me know how we can come together to create projects and whatnot. I've been saying for the longest time that we all know how to make our own movies. You know what I'm saying? And we can do it because the people that are in charge of our income and stuff like that, and the people that make the movies, they can't make it without us. We're the ones that actually do it. They pay for it and we actually do it. So why can't we all get together and make our own movies, and try to like build together by different crafts and try to see, how can we support each other to do our own thing? Because me personally, I am never going to be a part of anything ever again that's going to try to force me to take a medical product, that's going to try to force me out of my job because I don't agree with what they're saying. That just any of those things, I don't want to be bothered anymore. I really don't. I don't only want to work with the companies that are not even for that. And I appreciate all of the companies and the producers and everything that gave me work during the vaccine mandate. Some real love out there towards me, and I was able to survive. So don't get me wrong, I don't really have a problem with the industry as much as I did the unions for not protecting us. So years later, you know what I'm saying, I was right at pretty much about everything I said.